If you're using a double, then you need to be putting it on like so. Some combi gel shot. I've never used one of these setups before. I usually Hi, welcome to the channel. So, do you recognise this job? Hey? Do you? So this is the job where I did a massive landscaping, lighting design, and also we did the landscaping too. So today I am back to try and add in an additional light down here. The only snag is it's already been planted. So I've got to try and get another light from where that post is up here without killing all the local wildlife. I would also like to point out that I have the greatest customers you will ever have. Thank you for my tea. That is the second one since I've arrived. So the plan goes like this. So we have got a spike light there, and in amongst there is a buried Whisker 308 that's all gelled up, and I need to get to that and join it, because in between that one where that fern is, just there, check me out with the gardening knowledge. I know. Titmarsh right here. I've got to get another light there, another spike light, and it's all controlled via the kinetic switching and all the rest of it. So just behind the board down there is the power supply to it all. And when we were last here, it was the height of the summer. It was absolutely boiling. So much so that the grass couldn't even go down. And now, what a spectacular lawn. And also, look at these trees. I mean, honestly, you really can't, check them out. They are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, the reason why I'm here is because I've got all my kit out, because the second I step on there means I can't go back on there, because I am going to absolutely cover it in mud. So let's go through the kit and go through my sort of plan. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't kill any of these, because believe it or not, plants aren't cheap, and the customer doesn't really want them smashed in, and I get it. So kit wise, so we've got another bit of 1.5 mil 3-core armoured. What we've got a storm gland here, which is a 20S, which would be fine for that. We've got the light switches here, all the kinetic. We have got a whisker stuffing gland. We have also got a Knightsbridge spike light, which matches up with the other one, a GU10 lamp, which is in a warm white, and a bit of sleeving, and also some combi gel shot. I've never used one of these setups before. I usually mix it all myself, but I don't know what, I just thought I'd grab that and give it a whirl. And then depending on which way I fancy it, I've either got a small whisker box, which is the Whisker 206, or the Whisker 308. And then naturally we have got a varied selection of Wagos as well, or Vargos if you want to be particular. So the job for me now is to try and figure out where that is, try and unpick it, if that's such a thing, if that is even a word, and we'll try and figure out where that is and not squash everything. So I need to put everything sort of in reach down here so I can sort of lean over and grab it. Wish me luck. Oh, the lunges are on. It's beautiful. Okay. Whew. Workout done. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. Link is in the corner. And we put a video out on a Tuesday and a Sunday every single week. I know. Right, let's get muddy. Okay, so you may have gathered I'm not on that soil anymore. It's absolutely grim. That the gel, oh, it's making me feel sick. I'll be honest with you. Going through that, so that gel is it's just horrible. Sensory overload or what? So grim. So what I'm going to do, so basically I've got that light all sorted, as you've pretty much seen, but it was, yeah, it's just horrible. I just can't really describe the sensation for it. So we're going to take some disposable gloves, because I have got to obviously dig some of that soil up as well and sort that bit out. We're going to take the wipes round, take the old sensory, but also I need to get out the grinder. I've got to get the grinder out because I've got to trim that wire. Now, that's reminded me. So I've been having a little bit of trouble with my grips. And the reason behind it is that's why there's all foliage and stuff in here, because if you've watched the previous video, I was doing some pond power yesterday, and I got absolutely drenched, and I mean drenched. And for some reason now that my cutters have basically, well, my grips, sorry, have gone mental. Ooh, that was an aggressive slam. They've gone mental and they're just sticking, and it's just, you just think, oh god, this is hard work. So I need to take a bit of oil with me, spray them up, and then get back in that mud. But yes, got the grinder, got the cartridge gun, and got some wipes for the hand. So whew, yeah, it's a little bit but the good thing is I found the wires all right, so that's not a problem. Haven't made too much of a mess, as you can see, like walking back on here, which is not too bad. I was going to rub all my feet on the grass, but it turns out that's probably not a good idea. So yeah, so we've got it again, being good, trying to put it on there. So we've got the cable now run to sort of here, so I'm going to chop that off, and then we're going to do this end. So it's all earthed. The armoured, let's bring you on here actually, come on the soil with me. So I've relocated this little setup, so now because we've got the earth bar that's in here, that's then joined, because this stuffing gland was actually in the bottom of there, so I've relocated it, move it out to this way, then the earth bar then is continuous all the way through, so then that makes the armouring on this side earthed again, which means that end I don't have to put another earth bar on in the whisker boxes, whichever one I choose. You can do if you want to, but you don't need to, because the armouring's earthed at this end, and obviously then it's a continuous path all the way through, right back to the board, which is actually behind that panelling down there, which actually has turned out to be a really nice job. Although it was, if I remember rightly, it was so hot that it was bordering on having heat stroke at all times, which was horrendous. So we're gonna, I mean, like I say, I'll take that now over the cold what it is. So we're just gonna cut this off, use the grinder, cut it off, because I haven't got some cutters yet to sort that out. I've only been doing this 20 years and I still haven't bought one. I find that the grinder does its job. Wonderful. So if you're using a single, which is decided to use on this one, and there's only one entry point, which is fine, we can just do it this way, so I terminate it all. If you're using a double, then you need to be putting it on like so. So you'd put that one in and that one, and then terminate that to it, if that makes any sense. Because you just can't twist them on, basically. That's why when you've got the other one in there. But in this case, I can terminate the whole thing and then do it, and then just twist the box, just if that makes any sense whatsoever. The thing is with these, is what I like to do is crack these off first. So if you see that seal there that's now gone, crack them off first, because they're actually really hard work afterwards. So especially if you're using the stuffing glands, I find them a little bit tricky to do. So do them now and it's done, and it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so you literally can't make this up. So while I was waiting, getting bits and bobs sorted for this, I've gone to then sort out the spike light, and guess what? It's the wrong one. So you may notice what colour all these spike lights are. So matte black, matte black, matte black, matte black, matte black. Oh, let's just send them a stainless steel one, shall we? Thanks. So after a nice polite conversation to the wholesaler, they're on their way. And it's probably a 40-minute drive to come and fetch it and drop me off the right one. I don't mind, but I'd order these a week ago to make sure it's all sorted. So anyway, let's just go through the inside of this box. So prep wise, right, so I can't really go any further than this at the minute. So we have got our storm gland on, armour in, we've put some sleeving on so we can indicate what does what. Do I need to put a three-way connector on? No, it doesn't matter, but I've just put one on anyway. And then we have got our stuffing gland, which is all in and ready to go. And then what we're going to do then after that is we're going to fill all of that with one of these. So this is the Whisker 1, so it's like a one-shot deal, I think. So normally I self-mix everything, but this is what I grabbed off the shelf. So I imagine that it's a one-time deal, and as soon as I've mixed it, it's scrap. So it says I only need, for that size box, a 100ml. It's a 300ml pot. There's going to be some waste. So hey ho. So I had another little bit on the older stuff that I've already had on the van, which I knew wouldn't be enough. But so I've buried all the rest of the armour in now, so that's all along, all the way back down to that section. So that bit's all good. So I'm trying to get as prepped as I possibly can be, ready for obviously the arrival of the right spike light. Then I can gel it, and then we can show that, and then that's it. We can get it all on. You know, we can get out of here. So in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get, muddy everything now, and then put a load of kit away that I don't need. But yeah, very, 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 very frustrating, I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to get a load of kit away, get it back in the van, and then at least that way it's just a case of finalising that last little connection and then get out of here. So it's time to get all this put away because, like I say, I've just had my delivery now. It's just frustrating trying to run a business, and it's, I say, being organised and all the rest of it, for then to be let down. It's so annoying, and it means I've probably had to wait another 40 minutes of sitting here, and it's not really fair. It's not really fair on me. It's not fair on the next job that I'm supposed to be at either. It's just frustration. Boils over, doesn't it, in fairness? So we'll mount that up like that, and then we're going to energise it, make sure it's all good, because if we don't do that, we'll be pretty stupid. So we should be, rightly, I don't know which one it is now. Yeah, so on the kinetic switches, so this is wireless. So by activating it here, this creates its own electricity. So there is receivers down the bottom down there. Press that, sends a signal down, activate that, and then we've got our light on down that one, and then you can see the light going on off now. So absolutely spot on. Like I say, I really love doing all the garden lighting stuff, and now we're going to have to get on with this gel stuff. So like I said, I've never used this particular one before. This is a new one for me. I actually thought you might be able to do part of it. So yes, it's going to be a bit of a waste. It's going to be a bit of a waste, but hey ho. So let's go through the instructions together. So I'm going to pull this tab off. Screw that down. Like so. And then shake it. Didn't seem to be doing anything. Oh no, we've got a little bit coming through. So I just got to keep it shaking it until it matches that colour, apparently. I mean, it's a good job my wrist is good, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just about to start to rain. So mixing colours about there now. Yeah, she good. So then we're going to get this on the pour on. Quite a clever system though, in fairness. Okay, and then you're going to keep that level for a little while because you want that all to go off, you see. So obviously keep it level. It doesn't take long, but in the previous videos that you would have seen on this exact job, it was an absolute nightmare because it was so hot that it was going off before I ran from up there all the way down here, and it was so stressful. So this will take a little bit of time to cure. It won't be too long, but it's just enough for it to be annoying, put it that way. And then if you went to energize it now, it will trip out because obviously it's in a liquid state. I'm going to screw that lid on, and I don't think you can reuse that. So we'll leave that level, and then we can bury it and get it gone. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these gloves off and probably give my kit a bit of a wipe because it's grim. Right, 2 ticks. Okay, so it's all buried in now, and we're just going to wait for that to go off a bit more because I'm a little bit hesitant to energise that just yet, because the gel, it's like I say, it's cold. It's probably a little bit silly to be energising that, so literally just got to whack a few bits in the van and then sit and wait really, and hopefully, all being well, it should be going off. But I've got a good gauge with the pot anyway that I've already got in the van to see whether it'll work or not. So fingers crossed it won't take too long, hopefully, because I've really got to be somewhere else. Okay, so it's now time to go and see. So I'd say that's pretty gel-like. Right, let's go and energise them, make sure we're all good. So I've waited probably a good 20 minutes, something like that. A little bit frustrating, obviously, having to wait and stuff, but about 20 minutes-ish. I've had my cup of tea, so I'm happy. Customers have been fantastic as usual. In the summer here, I thought they were amazing. They brought like ice creams out, they had ice water all the time. They were absolutely amazing, in fairness. So I can't remember which way around it was now. What does that one do? Ah, there you go. So all on, energised. So these ones, so it comes on these 2, 3, and then that one over there as well. But yeah, another job completed. Absolutely chuffed, love working around here, in fairness. They're great people to work for. So if you've enjoyed this and you like saying you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And I will see you on the next one.